और बहुत कुछ होने में। इतना सा फर्क है एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में कि अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन की कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी कि एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानपुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और सातवें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
All right, great. Thank you so much for this audio video, Sanjeev. We warmly welcome each one of our guests today who have joined us to understand this independent franchise consultant webinar. So we respect your time and we warmly welcome you in this special webinar. So Franchise India is 26-year-old franchise solution company. So we'll give you complete understanding today of three things. One is what is Franchise India journey till now. And we will also talk about franchising as an industry, how big this is and how lucrative and how progressive it is next 20 years, 30 years, and next 15 years, how it is looking like and how it is growing. Third, we'll also discuss about independent franchise consultant as an opportunity to become partner with Franchise India, which is world's largest franchise solution company. My name is Sanjay. I'm CEO Director of Franchise India Consultants Private Limited, which is a group company of Franchise India Group. And we also have our team members, regional heads, and management team on panel today to give you an overview and how concerned we are about this opportunity, wherein we are selecting very few because this opportunity is not for everyone. This is a consulting practice wherein we help investors to find out the right business opportunity for them. So we are specialists how to start your own business specialist platform. And independent franchise consultant is a specialist how to start your own business specialist. That we will understand in this webinar today. So my humble submission with everyone to please use Q&A box. We do not have option to raise your hand to ask your questions. So please use Q&A box during the presentation and during this webinar to have your questions and queries. We'll also ask you a few questions wherein we make it very, very interactive. So if I can give you overview, so Franchise India today have 97 cities network, and with all our independent franchise consultants, they drive the business in their cities. Plus, we are also in 9 countries already. In 2024, we have already scheduled 9 international exhibitions events wherein we invite brands and we take Indian brands to international level, and we also are getting a lot of international brands to explore India as a market because it is India time now, India story now. All the companies who are international, they are looking forward India to expand the business, and only platform with them and only option is this, that is Franchise India platform. So please stay tuned. We will understand what is Indian market, what is the international market, what is the vision of Franchise India, and why you should be part of Franchise India, and why we will select you as our business partner in India. And we also have already IFC structured, which we have done already in UAE. We have our IFC partner also in Dubai market. We also have in Australia, and we are also now in Sri Lanka. So 9 countries we are already in. So the vision of Franchise India is G20 of franchising. G20 would mean we are entering in 20 countries with the same model. And now we are having also an event which we have scheduled on 20th of January in Bangladesh. So we have already one partner in Bangladesh. So we are expanding our business out of India as well, with looking forward for more partners to join us in India. But yes, there are some specific locations which are open because we have a very, very large and very experienced independent franchise consultants who have joined us in different cities. And now there are few cities left where we are very much interested to have our partners. To stay tuned, I can also introduce our panel today and our management team before we start the presentation. We have Mr. Rupesh, and Rupesh has joined us from Mumbai. He is Mumbai branch head, and he is also joined with Rajveer. Rajveer is also a cluster head, regional head in Mumbai, and his work is day in, day out working with our IFC partners to make them grow and have meetings with one-on-one them and asking them, inviting them to office and doing meetings with them. So only work with Rajveer is to help our IFC partners to grow. We also have joined today Shaktivel. Shaktivel is our branch head in Chennai. He is taking care of Tamil Nadu and Kerala as a market. And his team member also have joined, that's Kapil. And Kapil is our cluster head looking after all the FC partners to help them to grow, to work with them hand in hand. We have Monica, she has joined us from Chandigarh office. And we also have Ram and Isha. They have joined us from Delhi. So they are also looking and working for our Bangladesh market. So we have Bimal has joined us from Kolkata market. So there are more cluster heads already with us. They have not joined this webinar today, but they are all helping regionally all our IFC partners further. So we will start with inviting our chairman, sir, Mr. Gaurav Maria, to set up the perspective and to welcome you all. And then we can invite our managing director and founder of this business, Ms. Sonia Chaudhary as well. So first, I will invite Gaurav sir to set up the perspective and welcome all our guests today. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Sanjay. Thank you for setting the tone for this webinar, and welcome, friends, and welcome to this very special webinar we call Independent Franchise Consultant. This is the world's largest franchise consultant network. And as Sanjay said, we are very proud that we run in many, many countries. Franchise India is in India. Internationally, we are called Fran Global. So we have offices in Bangladesh, we have offices in Singapore, Malaysia, Australia, Dubai, London, and US. And that's a Fran Global network. And India, we have obviously called Franchise India, which you do that. And I also welcome a lot of guests who have joined from different markets, particularly a market from Bangladesh, because we used to do pre-COVID a lot of shows and in Bangladesh, and now we're resuming our shows. And the first show is coming on 20th of January, which is a franchise Bangladesh show happening in Dhaka. And this is very, very successful shows. This is the 4th edition of this show, which is coming in. So our friends from Dhaka who have joined in, please get in touch with Bimal. Bimal sits out of Calcutta. Rather, I'm coming on this weekend to Dhaka to meet few of our selected partners. And for all the friends who've joined from India, welcome, and friends who have joined from Middle East, warm welcome to you, all of you. And so what is the structure of this webinar? I will invite Sonia. She has 2 decades of experience in franchising, and large amount of experience comes in the franchise broking side of it. So she'll talk about a little bit about our group, especially our the journey we have done, what kind of work we have done, and also talk about how franchise broking has become such a large industry. And then I'll take over and I'll talk about the business model of independent franchise consultant, why this is a very strong business model, and how it can become a very highly financially rewarding career for you. And it is also important that we make it interactive, so you ask as many questions. So there is a Q&A box. Just click that and you can ask any questions. And more questions you will ask, you not only benefit you, but also other people who've joined in on this webinar. So welcome once again, and let's get started on this. Let's make it more interactive. The entire panel is there. We can take up all your questions which are coming in. So over to you, Sonia, for setting the perspective, and then I'll take over further from there.
Thank you, friends. A very good evening and a very happy new year to all of you. I'm very happy to see we have a large number of partners, prospective partners, or I would say friends who have joined in today, not only from India, but international markets, including Bangladesh. I saw some of you writing in. So keep writing in, friends. We'll also take your name and take up any questions that you have. I'll start with giving you a little background on Franchise India. And as you see, we have the entire leadership and the management of Franchise India and Fran Global. And that is because channel forms a very critical, crucial part of our day-to-day business, and it also takes most of our time share. So it's important to understand and spend time to explain who we are. Most important question is, given the kind of distribution we have, the experience we have in the industry, why we need channel partners, and how can one qualify and get selected to become a channel partner of Fran Global outside India and Franchise India in the Indian market. I'm also pleased to say that our community of channel partners is only becoming bigger day by day, and also because the size of the opportunity at large, the market size continues to become bigger and bigger, right? It's not shrinking. The market size and the opportunity is bigger, and we believe we need more hands and minds to capture this opportunity, right? So friends, we are the largest franchise development and distribution company, and also the first company, I would say, and the only company till date who has pioneered franchise brokerage or business brokerage at large, managing the largest SME ecosystem in the country and across the markets. And the core driver of our business ever since we started 27 years back has been entrepreneurship. And even the initiative of IFC program is to build entrepreneurs and further drive entrepreneurship. So since we are committed to entrepreneurship, we work with large spectrum of businesses, which means companies, brands, franchisors on one side, and the investor community on the other side, which are franchisees, business buyers. And this is done through our well-spread and also uniform presence across India in 97 markets and 9 international markets outside India. So, not only we are, looking at going deeper, but also spreading vertically with the penetration in large consumption economies of the world. And we're happy to also share that outside India also, not only in India, large number of markets are represented by channel partners, but globally also markets like UAE, Australia. We have partners, some very seasoned senior partners who represent these countries for us. And as a company, we have throughout positioned ourselves as investor-centric, franchise-focused. And our company, Franchise India, and also I would say Fran Global, is a trusted advisor to many of the Indian and also a lot of international companies who's come to India, and we're working with these companies to even help them enter many international markets. So we are happy to share that we work with some of the most influential and respected business houses and business communities across the world. And with more and more people buying businesses and companies looking at expansion via franchising route, this space is not only going to get bigger, but even more stronger. And so we have been developing our capabilities, our distribution, so that we're able to stay ahead of the curve. So hence, through the years, I would say these 27 years, we have worked very, very hard to develop our own capabilities so that we're able to add value to the entire community. Right? And this we have been largely able to achieve through our consciously made business groups and companies under the umbrella of Franchise India and Fran Global. And broadly, I would say there are 4 platforms through which this is offered, where we started our company running a big media house. So one is a media business or the media platform, as I may put it. Second is the scale platform, where we work with companies to consult them, make them franchise ready, and take them to different geographies across the country and overseas markets, and vice versa, bringing international brands to global markets. Third is our investment platform, where we work very closely with the community of business buyers, from small investments to larger investments. For example, a master franchisee, even advising family houses. That's what we do on the investment platform, where we work with them to take a decision of buying a business. We handhold our investor community in the entire process. which I believe is the most difficult decision of a lifetime, right? You might have your savings which are put in a business, and that decision requires a lot of insights and analysis, where we as an advisory company and a group, comes together to help them with that decision making. And finally is our exit platform, where we also work with companies who want to exit their businesses and maybe find a new successor of the business. So the media platform is, like I said, is the business that we started 27 years back, and community, and this is the platform where the entire community, of business owners and business buyers, they can interact with each other, and they interact through about 120 large exhibitions that we do in India, and about 14 expos events that we're doing in 2024 this year. Our digital platform website, which is franchiseindia.com, maybe you can all visit, has nearly 16,000 plus companies listed. And there are million investors who interact with these brands through the portal, which is the platform, which is our website, Franchise India. And we're also proud owners of a magazine called Entrepreneur. And I'm sure all of you who are, or searching some kind of opportunities or following entrepreneurship would know this magazine. This is world's largest B2B magazine. It's an American company, and Franchise India is partners with them for India and the entire Asia Pac. And apart from Entrepreneur, we also run two other leading publications, which are also the leading publications in the space. One is The Franchising World, which is the most read magazine, both digitally as well as in print in the country. And the other is the magazine called The Retailer. So these are the platforms, that are leveraged by all of us to offer, I would say, our community the value that we want to. So the second part, friends, is also to understand, how big this opportunity is, how big is franchising, and that's very important for all of you to understand, because any business or anything that you want to start, and the first thought which comes to our mind is it enough to hold all of us, right? Because we are a community which is ever growing, and if we want to grow maybe double the size or thrice the size of what we are today, will it be big enough for all of us to be in? And if yes, is it going to sustain and be relevant in the coming years to come? So we'll reflect upon and also understand how franchising and entrepreneurship has evolved over the years, and where it looks like heading, say, in the next 10 years' time. And maybe I'll let Gaurav talk on that. And friends, we'll request you can ask any questions in the Q&A box. We'll be happy to answer any questions if you want to. Praveenji, the magazine is Entrepreneur. You can search that on Google, and that's an American company. Franchise India is partner with them for entire Asia, India, and the other two magazines are Franchising World and The Retailer.
I've already shared in the chat box, so please refer to that. Yeah.
Sure. Thank you, Sonia. So I'll try to summarize what Sonia said. On our company, so we have three services. The first service is we help people to start their own business. So there is no other company. I'm in franchising for 27 years, which is of our size and scale globally to help people start their own business. Like I used to go almost every 15 days to Dhaka. There's no company, there's no consultant who can help you start a new business. If you want to start a new business, so many people have aspiration to start a business. Like in India, we say 60% of people who want to start a business has never done business. So they need help. They need help that somebody can guide me that what business I can start. Or you want to invest into a startup, or you want to partner with somebody, or you want to buy a running business you want to take over. There is no company which does it. And Franchise India, Fran Global is the only organization globally helping people to start their own business. That's a big service we do. Second thing, what we do is we scale businesses and take them to the next level. And which means if you are a successful business and you want to scale through franchising, that's also we do. We have done 15,000 brands globally, which we have taken from one market to another market. It can be their domestic expansion, international expansion, and multi-country expansion. And we are fortunate today that top multinational companies use our companies for taking that service. So Procter & Gamble, Unilever, 3M, all these large companies have been our clients where we help them in terms of taking, like, for example, 3M, we built the entire car care business for them. And it was globally the first time built, and we built the model, and then we took them to many, many markets. for their car care business. 3M is the largest top 100 multinationals in the world, and we help them in terms of doing it. Similarly, for Unilever, we created their salon business model, which we again scaled and take it to next level. And the third service we have is where we help people to exit their business. Again, ask yourself, have you heard any company, when you want to sell your business, do you know any company which can help you sell your business? Which needs two things. One, to value your business right, and then put it in the market and get you the right buyer. Because we enjoy a very large investor base, we can offer these three services in the market. So now let's get started with a little bit on franchising. Franchising is a very large industry. It's a $4.7 trillion industry. I mean, look at the size of Indian GDP. Indian GDP is 3.7. And we are already among the top 5 GDPs of the world or economies of the world. Franchising is much bigger than that. Why? Because franchising is a combination of two things. One is it brings assurance through the brand, which means the brand today, every customer is so aware of everything they consume. Anything in product or a service, you want it branded, right? And that's why, like for example, I'm going to Dhaka a day after. If I was outsider and I was coming from any place, where would I stay, right? I would stay a local hotel, or I'll go to a Sheraton or a Westin or XYZ hotel because I trust that brand. So with brand, a lot of trust really comes in. So people are shifting to brands, anything and everything we consume. The biggest brand in franchising is Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola bottlers are franchisees on one side, and then you have complex franchise models from healthcare to hospitals to schools to the entirety. So anything in between you consume, you largely, if you're consuming a brand, you're consuming franchise. So that's one part. The second part is this is a big entrepreneur drive, which means every home has somebody who wants to do something for himself. I mean, it can be a micro opportunity of becoming a franchisee for Uber. Take your cab and drive for Uber. That's a micro franchise. And you can be owner of a 5-star hotel. Anything in between, people want to do business. Franchising is the greatest way to get into business. So especially in emerging markets, there is a lot of demand because we don't create jobs. So people are looking to start something of their own. It can be very small business to a very large investment, or taking a master franchise for an international brand. So anything in this spectrum, that's what we do. Any given point in time, we would have 1,000+ opportunities represented by our companies exclusively, which means we represent global companies. Today, I have 140 American corporations exclusively represented for this region, right? Where we are authorized to find partners or a master franchise partners in this region. Similarly, we would have French companies, Italian, UK-based companies, a lot of companies coming from Middle East, or vice versa, it's also going. A lot of Indian companies which are scaling up, a lot of companies in every market. So we represent these businesses for finding the right partners for them. So this bank, which becomes our opportunity bank, is the biggest and the largest portfolio any consulting firm would ever have. Ever. The biggest consulting firms I know, they are boutique firms. There are 3-4 people working in that business, and they don't have that portfolio we have. And this is also because we are a large firm, and 1,200 full-time employees work in different markets in the world and also in India. So we have this bank available. But the second bank, which is even more critical, which is the investor bank, which means investors who are interested to take these opportunities, that we are very proud of. So last 27 years, we've invested so much through our events, as Sonia was saying, through our media, through different things. We enjoy a phenomenal amount of data bank of people who are interested to take or buy a business. Rather, you search anything and put anything and say, buying a franchise in India, buying a franchise in this country or whatever, most likely you are 100% coming to us, 100%. For any brand, you can say, I want to buy a Starbucks franchise or XYZ. You're 100% coming there, because that's how strong we are in the market. And that's why, and we also have advantage. It's not that we have pushed just marketing. People want to see choices. Why you go to a property broker? Why can't you go directly to a developer? Because a developer would only sell his property. And you want to go to a property broker because you want options. You want to really see multiple opportunities before you make a decision. So that's why people prefer coming to us, because we give them options, we give them a lot of knowledge, a lot of comparatives, a lot of convenience in that sense, and also guide them through both the legal and the commercial values. They are much safer working through us, working directly with the company, because they would never be able to find the facts about the business. So that is a simple business model. Now it comes down to why IFC. This business model over the years, because of our effort and the market also, we've been very, very successful. We have sold more business than anybody else in the world, and we're very proud of it. But we started particularly focusing on IFC, independent franchise consultant, and bring partner on board with us, because we value three very important things. One, it brings in a huge amount of consistency. Like, for example, I'm now looking to have a partner in Dhaka. I run my own company, Fran Global, in Dhaka. But because of COVID, I was not able to travel, and my teams were not able to travel. So we lost consistency. If somebody was there working in that market, we will never lose consistency, because he's always there. He understands local market. He understands what is going on and would always be available for this. So if you have to service over 100 cities in India and hundreds of other cities globally, I need to have somebody who's local, who's committed and consistent. Second, very important aspect is that capability you bring in. Sometimes we hire a lot of people. We have, as I said, 1,200 people, but you cannot sometimes build capabilities. You need experienced people who have that experience, who understand and come from some domain. And that's why we're very critical. So many people of our team is sitting on this webinar, because we have to select people we want to work with, because it's very, very important. Not everybody can become a consultant. I'm very straight on that. A lot of people think that consulting is good, rewarding business, and you can make millions. But fact is, very few people can run consulting business, because consulting needs a lot of knowledge and commitment. So the second thing is the talent. So we are looking for a local person, local talent, who has that capability to become a consultant. Third is integrity. It's very important, because end of the day, people are putting money through you. You're like a bank. They put money through you to different investments. And if you don't bring integrity, or you're running through greed, you will not survive in the market, right? So I want to have somebody who has also his reputation and stake along with us to be part of this entire thing. And that's why IFC model was created. And we are very proud. Today, I have 150 IFCs, as Sanjay was saying. We have IFCs in Australia, we have Mongolia, we have Singapore, we have Dubai, we have India, and now I'm expanding to other parts of Southeast Asia. So because of our opportunities, and we have opportunities from the globe, these are opportunities available from different markets. Now, the question is that if you see that franchising is a very large industry, it is growing at 30% year on year, especially in markets where job creation is not so much and people are very entrepreneurial. They want to start their own business, like our countries. And so it's growing. The franchising is great. It has a huge history. It's not just the McDonald's and entire thing, but anything and everything you consume, even a water bottle you're consuming, which is a mineral water, is also a franchise. So anything you're consuming today, 100%, you start looking at that way, you start seeing how impact franchising is doing in your lives. So it's a great industry. It would continue to grow because people would continue to become brand conscious. Like, say, for example, again, I'm talking about Bangladesh because it's a very immediate market for us, has only 6% of global brands which are within the country. Only 6%. It produces the largest amount of textile for the world, but has the lowest international fashion brands. I joke with a lot of my Bangladeshi friends when they come to India and they start buying clothes. I say, why are you buying here? I do the other way around. I buy there because it's the best products you get. But they say, we don't get these brands there. Why? Because these brands have not entered the market. And that's where the opportunity is. That's what I've done 27 years. When I started this in India, there was no brands in India. And I wanted to really bring global brands to this market. And I did that. And same thing when we did in Dubai, we did in many markets. I've actually introduced about 15 brands in Bangladesh. The first coffee shop we opened up was Gloria Jeans. We did that work. Then we opened up Cold Stone there. Then we opened up another one. Now, last year, we opened up Sea House. So these are businesses which want to enter the market where the large consumption is there. So a lot of global brands want to see these markets, and that's what we facilitate. We also facilitate local companies which are now looking to expand and develop their business in different markets. So the total addressable market, as I said, in a simple language, is every home has somebody who wants to start a business. It's that large a business. So what is a business model? That's also very important. The business model is very simple, that we have brands and we have investors. We bring them together as a deal maker and we make money from both sides. So we are very well paid from brands. Rather, we are commanding the highest fees ever in the world. There is no consultant I know in the world which can command what Fran Global and Franchise India commands because of our network size, structure, capabilities, right? So we have a very big fee coming from brands, and this is all exclusive. Even they sell a franchise themselves, they have to pay us because we work on exclusive contracts. So that's very, very strong. Second side, we also charge the investor because we give him service for advising them what is the right opportunity to do that. And I can tell you, there are a lot of other opportunities which you can do. I mean, people are property brokers, and they say property brokers make money, but there is no brokerage which is bigger than this. Deal making or investment bankers are the people who are paid the most. So we are like an investment banking firm. We have opportunities and we bring investments to these opportunities. So that's how a business model works. Now, a very critical question comes in before I bring Sanjay to run a presentation and show you how this whole thing works and what is your share and what is the income chances and so on and so forth. It's very important to really understand and qualify who can be a good consultant, because not everybody has a consulting mindset. A lot of people, have different mindset. I mean, trading mindset or something else, but they don't understand consulting. So first you have to understand the logic of ROI. Right? Everybody uses the word ROI. There are 3 ROIs, right? When you do business, any business you do, there are always 3 ROI. The first ROI, which is very straightforward, which is called return on investment. You put the capital sweats out, works for you and give you some return. That's simple mathematics. Everybody understands that. So in consulting business, this doesn't exist because it's very low cost. You can that your expectation is much higher, right? So it has relatively no meaning. What is the other 2 ROI? The other 2 ROI is, one is return on intelligence, what you bring as your experience and intelligence. And second ROI is return on involvement, how involved you are. So unless and until you have these 2, you don't qualify. How do I gauge these 2? One, you have to gauge yourself that you have 100 hours minimum to contribute in this and build a consulting career. That's some question you need to ask yourself. Second, we will gauge looking at your experience, which experience you're coming from. And this brings my first question. And you please, all of you have to answer. And I really appreciate a lot of people have joined in, just coming out of holiday of New Year's, and wish you a happy New Year. And my first question, everybody should answer. Introduce yourself. If you are somebody who is a professional, you're working somewhere, you're in job, so you can write P, just professional. I will know that you are in job, and write your name or city you're calling, joining it from this webinar. If you're a business owner, which means that you run some form of business, write B. Just write B, so we know that you're a business owner, you're doing business. If you want to share what business is doing, even better. And if you are a management consultant, which means that some form of management consulting experience you have, you've been consultant, coach, trainer, any kind of advisor, so that we know that you have that skill, write MC, management consultant. And the fourth is, you are currently not doing anything and you want a career change. You're looking for a new career, write C. 4 things: P for professional, B for business owner, MC for consultants, and C for career change. Write in a Q&A box so I know who's joined from where. So at least we know. So let me see. Sonia, you can also keep seeing. So a lot of people have asked questions also. So Avik has joined, but I don't know where he's joined, but he's a professional. Praveen is an insurance advisor. This makes a lot of sense because insurance advisors do very well with us, and they have always done. Anil is already doing merger and acquisition. Perfect fit meant Mr. Anil. And then we have Taskin from Bangladesh and working as a communication officer in financial institution. A good profile, Taskin. And we have Madhumita,
Smita.
Madhusmita, sorry, I spelled it wrong. She's a career change. You can also talk about your city. Then we have Konal from Pune, and then we have a chart accountant, Maniji, and managing partner in and he works out of different 3 states. And Vikrant, then we have Mukul, who's also a business owner. Tapan is retail acquisition management in Chandigarh. I actually started my career from Chandigarh, but now 23 years living in Delhi. And then we have Narendra Kumar, who's a business owner. Babaji is not written. He says chat box is not working. A lot of people. Amar, welcome from financial sector. Yugantar is on a career change. It's always good to really look at ahead of life, and this is a perfect time because it's a new year starting. You have to look at what you want to do, and it should be very exciting for you for next 10 years. That's what should be your choice. Murli is also on a career change. Ganesh is from Nagpur. Satyajit is from Kolhapur. Mr. Chaudhary is from
Anirban Kolkata. And we also have another friend, Mr. Debashish Kumar Dasi from Dhaka. He's a professional. Welcome, Debashish.
And all our friends from Dhaka can reach out to Ram and discuss with him. And if he finds the profile right, I can meet you because I'm coming there. While I don't know elections are going on, but I'm 6th, 7th should be not a good day, but 6th is a day I'm there in Dhaka. And then we have somebody from Murli from Vijayawada. And then we have Mr. Rahman. He's a professional now doing business in Dhaka. Good profile. And then we have Sanjeev from Mohali and Chandigarh, management consultant. Good, Sanjeev. Let's catch up sometime because we like profiles of people who are already from some consulting background. Then Mr. Jahana is there. He's also in career change. And then we have Faiz Ahmed from Calcutta, again a financial and management consultant. Great profile, Faiz. You can meet Bimal Agarwal, who's on the call. He sits out of our Salt Lake office, Sector 5 office. So he sits out of Sector 5 office. We franchise India is a very old office in Calcutta. So Bimal is a senior lead and he sits out of that market. Then we have somebody from Arunachal Pradesh, very keen to talk to you because that's market we are currently not represented. And very few markets, as Sanjay was saying, we are almost all markets represented, but very few markets. And out of that, Arunachal Pradesh is one market where I want to look at one good partner. And it's also very entrepreneurial. We've sold a lot of businesses. We've done shows in Itanagar and places like that, but I'm looking for a very strong partner there. So Vineet Kumar is there from Delhi, 26 years. We are based out of Delhi, our headquarters. We would like to bring you to our headquarters, give you a tour so you understand our office capability and so on and so forth. Great. So we have a lot of people who are writing and I think our teams are also joining. So let's get going further. And the next thing is, say we like your profile and you also like this business and you always wanted to be a consultant and you have a long-term commitment to become the consultant. What would be your role and how your day would work and what would be in that? So first is the training. So there has to be a 3-day residential training where we train you how to run your practice and how to build this practice. And there are about 8 modules you need to go through before you become that. It's not just knowing franchising, but deal making, how to acquire investors, how to deal with investors, how to work with them, what is a pitch, proposals, all that pieces we knew, including how to build yourself a brand. Because tomorrow you're going to be doing what I'm doing, running a lot of webinars, talking to a lot of investors, a lot of presentations to brands. And all that needs you to be a brand in the entire thing. The Fran Global or Franchise India would become a platform. You will become the brand representing a multinational large companies in your market, or even a lot of regional companies in your market. So we train you for 3 full days. Once that is done, then every Monday, 8 o'clock, every Wednesday, 8 o'clock, every Saturday, 8 o'clock in the morning, 8 a.m., there is a Zoom meeting, which you have to attend, because that would give you understanding, and all our IFCs join, where we talk about newer opportunities, newer businesses, and so on and so forth. Then we also train you on different brands which you're going to represent. And the brand owners train you. Say, for example, I am representing a big coffee chain. How this business model works, what is the structure of that, what is the internal initial capex, what kind of operations, financial modeling, everything you know so much on that. Rather, we have a full fleet of consultants with us, which also work on going with you, because sometimes you're pitching, you want to really take somebody through a financial performance. All that pieces are very, very important. So this is actually makes you ready on the subject, which is very important. You become a subject specialist. You understand franchising deep down. We also, some of our partners, like somebody was a chart accountant, they understand financial valuations also. So we have a full valuation team. So not everybody practices valuation, but we practice valuation. Some of our consultants champion scaling businesses. So they also understand how to bring brands and businesses on board and work with them to scale them. So this is your first preparation, which needs to be done. And we call the dependent stage. The first stage is the dependent, where you almost, for everything, you're dependent on us. After this stage, we give you selected brands, which you need to drive for a particular time, right? For example, this month, I will say, I will drive these 5 brands, which I want to focus on, because this month, I want to make them enter the market. Like, for example, somebody started from Dhaka. I will give you maybe a portfolio of 15 brands and say, focus on these 15 brands. And this would be a mix of local brands, some brands from global markets, and some brands from Indian subcontinent or Dubai or places like that, depending on their feasibility and attractiveness in that market, right? Once you have got that, then Fran Global and Franchise India runs full marketing campaigns to give you minimum 50 leads every single month. And this is qualified, filtered, already been checked that this person is interested for this brand. Now your work starts, because you have a qualified investor and you have brand knowledge available with you. You try to bring them together, organize joint meetings, discovery meetings, and then you do the transaction. As the transaction happens, you are rewarded from both sides. And this is a business model. This is how it really starts. While it looks a bit simple, but it has a mechanism of first 3 months to handhold you so that you become confident on doing transactions yourself. So we call the 3 stages of every single IFC partner. Stage 1 is dependent, then interdependent, and independent. Once you become independent, you know your cash flows which are coming in. And earning potential. A lot of people ask me, what is earning potential in this business? Look, I do the same business, and we do 20 million US dollar business from the same opportunity. And similarly, some of my consultants make $20,000 a month, $30,000 a month, and some making even more. But some are not so involved. They will make much lower, much less, and I think. But it's a hugely rewarding business. Another thing happens with some of the partners, they start individual. I rather don't encourage them to start with anything. They start individual. And later, once they have reached to a stability, they start hiring teams, because then they want their teams also to come in, and their size of business can become much, much bigger. And so that's a structure that needs to be done. Now, before I bring Sanjay to run a presentation, because there is a presentation on a little bit on this piece, 2 things I will also like to share. One, what kind of support you can expect. So we call MOST, M-O-S-T. M stands for mentoring. It's the most important part of it. How we mentor you, guide you, coach you, that you become a great franchise consultant. O stands for opportunities. The day 1 of your business, the day you start, first day after training, you would have 500 opportunities with you, which you can take a lifetime to aggregate. But the day 1, you get that. So you get a lot of opportunity. S stands for sport, right? This month, Sanjay, I and Sonia would do 100 joint meetings with only, I will be personally involved only in January itself. 100 joint meetings, Zoom calls, other things with our IFC partner and the respective investor or a brand owner. And that's only where I am coming in. Sanjay would do his another 100, Sonia would do another 100. So that's how we are involved at the management. But after management, you see the faces on the screen, they are working locally with our partners on a day-to-day basis. So Rupesh would be seen going calls with IFC partners. Sakti would go in Chennai with our IFC partners almost every day. So a lot of support you require, we provide that. And last is training. Training is ongoing. The only thing I tell people when they become consultant, I say, you are not going to bed if you've not learned something new today. Right? You're not going bed, right? So it's not 1 day training, 3 day, 5 day, 9 day. Every day you have to train yourself. Last month alone, and we had a last month another culture which Sonia led. Every day we used to have 1 hour training on one subject. So we'll talk about today how healthcare franchise works. One day we'll talk about how beauty and fitness works. One day we'll talk about F&B, how it works, how the hospitality works. So every day we used to train, and every single person used to come. Obviously, there were domain specialists who have done that industry, know that industry, and so on and so forth. And a lot of our IFC partners would join and structure do that. So that's very, very important. So friends, it's very important to self-assess. Assess yourself that are you somebody who really want to be a consultant? Do you see yourself somebody who's hungry for knowledge? Do you really see that you want to work with other people to make them entrepreneurs and help them start entrepreneurial journey? Are you a networker? You want to network with people? These are qualities which you need to self-assess, because you might have other qualities, but maybe you're not somebody who wants to be a consultant. But if you feel that you want to be a consultant and you feel that this is an opportunity, as I feel, today, I mean, I have 27 years in franchising. And also, God has been very kind to me. I have achieved whatever I've achieved from this industry. And also, I've taken a lot of exposure. I've traveled worldwide, spoken worldwide seminars, and so on and so forth. But after 27 years, I'm more excited about this industry today than what I was 27 years back, because I know time has come. This is the opportunity time, especially the markets which we operate in. So it's a phenomenal opportunity for next 20, 30, 40 years. It will continue to rise because people consumption would rise, people consciousness for brands would rise, and a lot of companies which want to scale their business would rise. So this is a very powerful business idea, and that's why we're expanding. So assess yourself, understand what you want to do, and then if you are interested, reach out to our teams. They would obviously understand a lot about you, your profile, your positioning, and what is your plan. And then they would have to organize a meeting with Sonia or me or Sanjay, where we will talk to you, understand where you're coming from. You can also ask us as many questions, anything you want to ask. And then we can decide that we want to partner with each other. But if we commit to each other, then we are partners for life. That's the spirit we have. So friends, I will take a leave from this webinar. I will pass it on to Sanjay for running a small presentation, and Sanjay can then do that. Any questions, Sonia, you see which need me in?
No, not at the moment, but I think a lot of our friends who have joined in have many questions, and this might not be the platform where we can extend beyond the time that we have. So my request would be to reach out to us. We have shared our coordinates in the chat box. And almost every city which I see in the chat box, we have our local teams representatives. We'll be happy to have a chat with you and see if there's a mutual fitment that we find in each other. Thank you.
Very good. So, and again, I'll repeat, any friends who come from Dhaka and want to meet me or set up a call or Zoom or something like that, I'm very, very excited to develop the market, because it's a beautiful country, great consumption. Dhaka itself is so densely populated. You cannot go wrong with any business. A little bit real estate issue is there, a little bit of rental issue is there, but the consumption is so exciting, so very exciting. I was talking to a fried chicken company out of Korea, and they said that we have an inquiry out of Dhaka, should we go there? I said, if you make a small model of fried chicken, you can only just in Dhaka alone, you can do 75 outlets. That's the opportunity. That's the opportunity of that market. It's a phenomenal opportunity. But I want to do it with one partner. I don't want to do it all myself. I want a good partner who can come along and we can build a meaningful, large size business. India, obviously, our IFC network is very mature, very, very mature. We have great partners. I have highest respect for them. And like we do every quarter, a contest, and all of them go to some international trip. This time they're going to Vietnam. Last time it was Baku. Before that it was, I think, Thailand or Malaysia.
Malaysia, Thailand, Sri Lanka. Yeah.
Yeah, so they go to say they work hard, they make good monies, and they celebrate together. That's the model. And also you build a like-minded people community, and the community works for you. So that's the whole business model. So friends, thank you very much for your time. I'll take a leave and pass it on to Sanjay to take this forward. And thank you once again for joining this webinar. I know when you come back from holidays and everything else, you have so much to catch up, and you have taken the time out. And most of the time I stretch my stock, so yeah, it becomes even more, but I cannot stop it, right? If you tell me to speak 20 hours on franchise every single day, I can do that because that's what I've done for living, right? So thank you very much. Thanks for your time, and I look forward to partner with few of you. And obviously, if you are in the journey of starting any business, you're most welcome to reach us, and we'll advise you other businesses also if you want to interested in taking them. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. So, friends, thank you very much for being there with us. So, next 10 minutes, we will take you through with few slides of the presentation. We will not give you complete presentation as of now, which are important, maybe 2-3 slides, which will give you more understanding about what we offer and how you are going to get the payouts and what is the structure with Franchise India, how you can grow with Franchise India. So that we will give you complete understanding on that, then the revenue product also and revenue model as well. And the financial model will also help you to understand what is your earning and how you can build your earning potential. And second is how you can also understand that after joining Franchise India, how you can go to the next level and then next level and what's the growth structure and how your earning will change, your payout will change every step. So please stay tuned with us. So first slide is franchising that we have discussed. What is franchising all about? So it is $4.7 trillion industry today that everybody knows. And what will be the role of a franchise consultant? As we discussed, we are a brokerage company, advisory company. We advise investors. We help them, guide them how to start your own business. So we are a specialist, how to start your own business specialist. So any IFC independent franchise consultant would be specialist how to start your own business specialist. So we offer tablet. So we'll understand this tablet. T stands for technology. So we are giving you a CRM. We create a CRM for each IFC partner. All the database, all the leads, brands will come to you in that CRM. We also have to create one Franchise India domain email address for you so that you can use Franchise India email ID for further communication with all the investors, brands, and your clients. A stands for access to infrastructure, what we have. So as we discussed, any city, suppose someone was in Dhaka, if you have an office in Dhaka, you can use and come and sit in our Dhaka office. Someone is in Chennai, use our Chennai office. Someone was saying, I'm from Pune, so we have office in Pune. Likewise, Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Ahmedabad, Hyderabad. So all cities, we have already offices. These offices are ready, available for all our IFC partners to come, to sit, invite your investors, invite your clients to have a meeting, and our team and branch heads and our cluster heads will also help you to get that business done for yourself. B stands for brands. So the day you join, all the brands which we have are available for every partner. So every partner is unique. Everybody is coming from some sector. What you do is once you enter into the training, so we have complete your profile. We will also help you in terms of building up your brand portfolio. So we'll give you some brands which are as per your market and which are as per your profiles, which are fitting in, which are you feel you're comfortable. Because if an example, I have one partner, he has spent 23 years in Adidas. So he has worked in all this in retail sector, all his career. So he's a retail specialist. So now when I build a brand portfolio for him, he is willing to choose only the retail brands. He don't want to go to F&B because he's specialist in retail. So we have given him all retail brands. Now these retail brands are domestic, which are from India. And also we have international brands which are also available for our IFC partners to drive in India. So likewise, we will have your brand portfolio. So we have a formula which is 330-300, would mean we'll give you 3 brands to focus every month. 30 brands can be there with your portfolio at the back end, which you all also got trained. And any investor comes for these categories and you can also sell. Plus 300 would be your investor database in your CRM. So that we will build. So 330-300 formula. And when you come for the training, you will get a complete understanding on this formula plus brands, profile of brands, how we choose brands, how we should work for brands, how we build the relationship, how we get the training. Everything would be covered in the training program. L stands for lead. So there is no issue, absolutely no worry on the lead front. Franchise India will give you minimum 50 guaranteed leads every month, which are qualified leads. And also, then these are investor centric leads. At the same time, when we build your portfolio of brands, all these brands we do campaign every month. So every month there will be a lot of leads coming from the brands centric, which we are offering you, giving you in the locations wherein you are interested, you want to work. Like there was one message, somebody was writing that I'm in 3 markets, Maharashtra, Karnataka, and any other market. You want to work in these markets, we are absolutely open and available there to give you leads for those territories as well. So we have no territory barrier. You can work across markets. E stands for events. So as we have written for leads, there is no investment from your side in terms of generating leads for any kind of promotion, for any kind of marketing. There is not even a single penny you have to invest. All is done by Franchise India. E stands for events. So we have events there. Events are around 20-25 events every month, which are available for you to come and be part of those events. While as all the investments will be done by Franchise India. Right from the venue, which is a 5-star hotel we book, from Franchise India. Inviting brands done by Franchise India. Inviting investors and getting the ticket paid to them. We don't have free investors coming to our event. These are all paid. So all these paid investors would be invited by our team at the back end. And your is only time when you are coming to be part of that event and work. If I can give an example, November, we had event in Mumbai. It was in Geo World Trade Center. So this was our event, which was 2 days, 19th and 20th. 19th and 20th November. 19th November, everybody remembers it was a cricket final match, which was a World Cup cricket final match. We have invited our IFC partners across markets. So there were around 50-55 IFC partners who have come and attend that event. And this attending an event is absolutely free, no charge, no cost. But Franchise India has helped. One, we have booked the complete hotel for them. All staying is on us in such events. So across markets, our IFC partners have come and they were there for 2 days. 19th was the first day when they have attended the event. And the evening, we have booked another hotel for them, wherein we have an LED screen also and cricket match we have seen live there together, all together. Plus, we have also given them Indian cricket team jersey, and everybody was there in the jersey. And whenever we have a call with them, you want to see those photographs, we can show you those photographs also. So we had same jersey all across. Even our chairman was also wearing the same jersey. I was wearing the same jersey. All our partners wearing the same jersey, and we were enjoying. We had a gala night. So it was all drinks and all parties from our side, all invested by Franchise India. Even that hotel and then the staying another hotel was all done by Franchise India. Now, if I can give an example, in this same event, I had one IFC partner who joined us in the month of November first week. His name is Ashish. He's from Mumbai. We can have one-on-one meeting also. He joined in the month of October end, got the training done, and 1st November started. was his all training with the brands. And by the way, we have 19th November, an event in Mumbai. He participated and he was being given one brand, which is Bangalore based brand. And he start working on that brand and got a lot of leads in sport. Now, after that, he start following that lead, and then he could understand that this investor is ready and available for that brand and looking forward to start a franchise. It is just an interest level at this moment, right? And what we have done is we have connected with the brand. So we have done one meeting with the brand, and then brand has helped us in terms of giving a complete understanding of the business model, about how they work, what is their background. Then I had a meeting with them, and IFC partner is only involved in between. And finally, in the month of December, we have closed that deal for a master deal for Pune region. And there's a 50 lakh rupees which brand has to get from the investor. So there's an investment of 50 lakh rupees from the investor side, and brand will get that. So Franchise India, in between, is getting a brokerage fee, which is 17.5 lakh rupees. 17.5 lakh rupees is Franchise India success fees in just one deal. And what my IFC partner is getting, that I'll take you through my next slide. What is your payout and how we can calculate that will give you a broader understanding on your payouts and what you are getting out of this. So he joined in the month of November. Please understand that. And the first event, he got one lot of leads, and the first half lead he got closed. And there's a success fees which we charge for the brands, because we service the brands. We get success fees. We get a brokerage fee from investor also. We get from the brand side also. So what is his, percentage out of that? You'll understand that how lucrative and how rewarding this opportunity is. I'll come back to you on this in the next slide. E stands for events. So that's what I was giving an event example. And we do around 20-25 business events every month. And these events are available for only those brands which are onboarded with Franchise India. We have an agreement and contract with all such brands where we drive franchises for them. Next 1 year, we drive franchise for them. So they will not do it themselves. They have hired Franchise India for this expansions, and we drive franchises for them. T stands for training. So as we discussed, there will be 3 days training program in Franchise India corporate office, which is an extensive training program, and 2 days specially given by our chairman, sir. And then you will understand, if today also you have joined this webinar, I can assure you, if you are really interested with Franchise India to become the partner, and you want to meet or e-meet with any of our partners who have just taken the last month training in our office, you can also have one meeting with them, discussion with them, and they can tell you that Franchise India, what they have got out of this training program only, and how confident they are, and how we do this training programs. And then brand trainings are separate, but this is with Franchise India, you get 3 days training, and next batch is now coming up, which we'll be having in the month of January. So that's why this webinar is that anyone who is selected by us or who select us, it's mutual, it's both sides. Then he or she will be invited for our next batch training. So what is next? Proposed structure. What is my proposed structure for IFC program, and how you want to go to the next level, how you want to bring your capability of involvement and the return on intelligence. Would mean ROI is return on involvement, return on intelligence, as we discussed. So your involvement can decide what kind of payout you want to earn and how fast you want to grow, because every partner is unique. Every partner is unique. Someone is putting more time, someone is putting less time, someone who want to grow faster, and there is something for him or her. And how it is going to help, I'll invite my regional head, which is FIHL. He can give you a little more understanding on this if Shakti is there with us. So we can give you a little more understanding on this structure, that how this is going to happen, how you will want to grow. But there is entry level. IFC partners have to join us at the entry level, and how you can grow in the meantime. Shakti, over to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Very good evening, all. Any IFC partners who is onboarding with us will have an entry point. where there is a target which is mentioned. Everyone will have to start in the entry point, and once you start performing from IFC, you move to IFC Elite. Once you move to IFC Elite, when you do about 15 lakhs revenue or 15 deals in 1 year, then you move to an IFC Pro. In IFC Pro, once you achieve 50 lakhs revenue or 30 deals in 1 year, then you become an IFC Master. Once you become an IFC Master, then you start doing 1 crore revenue or 50 deals per year. The only difference is when you start with an IFC partner. Once you start understanding the complete business from the leads which is given to you, from the business development which you do, you start getting in revenue. The percentages will follow. Sir, next slide, please, sir.
Absolutely. So before going to the next slide, friends, please understand this. Whenever I said at the entry point you join, and when you hit 15 lakh rupees revenue or 15 deals, whichever is coming earlier, you will become IFC Elite. Then once you hit 50 lakh rupees revenue, you become IFC Pro. Once you hit 1 crore rupees revenue, it's a gross revenue. It is not your payout. It's not your part. It is total revenue coming to Franchise India. I'll connect it again with that example. I talk about Rashish, who joined in November, did a deal, and then 17.5 lakh rupees is the revenue to Franchise India. That becomes this gross revenue. So in 1 month, rather than the first month, he reached to 17.5 lakh rupees revenue. So he has become elite member in the first month itself. So as early as you hit 15 lakh rupees revenue, you are becoming IFC Elite. And as you hit 50 lakh rupees revenue, it is a 1 year time. Since we are a brokerage company, we do deals, and that is wherein we also talk about deals. So there are some partners who do deals faster. So they do deals and they do investor and brand meeting, and then investors in ready to invest. And if they invest any kind of brand they invest, that becomes a deal for us. Now, when I said elite member, how it is going to change your structure, what you get at IFC basic level, and then once you become elite member, how it is going to change your percentage. Over to you, Shakti.
Yes, sir. As discussed now, the IF for an IFC partner will start at 40%. In the first level, it is 40% for an IA, IAS, and BS, which is basically investor association, investor success fees, and brand success fees. I will explain this in detail. Then, in terms of an business development, it is 20%. So, what happens is in these different formats, an investor, we get revenue in two streams. One is from an investor, and one is from the brand. Once you onboard and invest by registering them with us for 25,000, we do not do any service free of cost for any of the consultation, because time is money and we've got all the database with us, and investor comes in for a consultation, we handle them. So initially we register them with us for about 25,000 rupees plus taxes. Once we register, we start doing the consultation for them. We share all the database of the brands which we have got for different industries. We handle them, we give them the complete consultation. We make them go to the stores, visit the store, talk to the existing franchisee partner, and then understand the business, what they currently do, give them the complete choices for which they have to enroll with us. Basically, we give them a 6 month service for that. And then the brands which is already onboarded with us, once an investor takes the brand will pay us in success fees. So in terms of an investor association, which is IA, then an investor success fees, which is IS, and in terms of a brand success fees, which is BS, an IFC partner in the base level will get 40% on the total revenue, which comes to Franchise India. Once you get, you achieve 15 lakhs and you move to IFC Elite, from 40%, you move to a 50% on the total revenue which is collected. In the same manner, once you get elevated to an IFC Pro, your value becomes 60% on the total revenue collected. When you move to an IFC Master by achieving 1 crore, you take 70% on the total revenue which is collected, and Franchise India takes 30%. Now, coming to the second category, which is business development. Business development, we have four models basically, which is 7.5 lakhs, which is Fran Start. Then it is Fran Grow, which is 15 lakhs. We have got 40 lakhs, which is Fran Max, and 75 lakhs, which is Fran Excel. In this category, we have categorized brands as to whatever is the requirement, depending on any brand, probably a brand which is there. And we understand what the total investment the brand is looking for, how many kind of investors are looking, which is good, and what is the franchise fee. We consider all this.
I can see there's some network issue, so I'll take it up from here.
Fine.
So I'll take it from here. Shakti, I think your network issue is there. So what we are talking about,
Okay,
40% on IA, IAS, and BS. So let me again come back to you with the same example of Ashish so that it can be connected to you. Let's connect the dots. So Ashish has done this deal. So he has done this deal wherein 17.5 lakh rupees is our BS, brand service fees, because this brand wherein we sold a master franchise for Pune, and this brand will pay us 17.5 lakh rupees. So any success fees or service fees we are getting from the brand is B. B for brand, I for investor. So there are two products for investor, two products for brand. So BS would mean brand service fees, which we will get. So what we have got from this, suppose 17.5 lakh rupees is brand success fees coming to Franchise India. That becomes the total revenue. And my IFC partner, since he has just joined, is getting 40% of the 17.5 lakh. Now you can calculate it's around 7 lakh rupees share of my IFC partner in just single deal. And at the same time, the investor which we have serviced will also pay us, even he has already paid 1 lakh rupees plus GST. That is IS, because this investor has not registered with us earlier, because they have come to the event, they came to event, they met him, and then the discussion started. And he was straight away talking about one brand which was there that I want to, discuss further on this brand. So we have taken him to the direct discussion with the brand. So brand has paid us this success fees, 17.5 lakh, and investor has paid us 1 lakh. So my FC partner is getting 40% on the IS fees, which is 1 lakh, that means 40,000, and around 7 lakh rupees he is getting out of the success fees. But overall, the business what he has done is 17.5 lakh rupees to Franchise India and 1 lakh rupees from IS. From the investor side, it becomes 18.5. So this becomes the total value out of this deal that my IFC partner has bring into Franchise India. So it itself means that you have crossed 15 lakh rupees and you become now IFC elite. So next transactions, what you do is going to give you share of 50%. Likewise, when you hit 30 lakh rupees business overall, wherein this 18 lakh rupees will also count. And if you do 30 lakh rupees in one whole year, you can straight away go to Pro and you become our 60% partner. And then you become 70% partner. It may take a year, it may take 1.5 years or 2 years, depending on your involvement. When you become 70% partner, we are getting 30% partnership, even though we still continue giving you all the support which was available for you at the base level. So we'll give you brands, we'll give you leads, we'll give you events, we'll give you training, everything from our side, even promotion material, everything by our side, it will remain there. Only one product which we were talking about, BD, business development, it means brand on board. When we brand on board, you have to give us a reference. When you are giving me a reference, rest all we do. On this, if I can give you a little more example on this, in the first month, one of our IFC partner in Pune, he has given us a reference of one brand that they are looking forward some expansions. So we have taken it over from corporate office and we have invited brand, we had different meetings, and there is only reference from the IFC partner. So we have closed that brand, wherein we have given them a proposal. We have 4 formats in this brand onboarding fees, which is brand onboard fees, which is starting from 7.5 plus GST, then 15 plus GST, then 40, and then 75, depending on the service which is required, and plus what is the expansion plans of the brand. So we fed this brand, we can give him 15 lakh plus GST. So we have closed. This 15 lakh plus GST has come to Franchise India. IFC partner has got 20% off this onboarding fees, which is 15 lakh. So he has immediately got 3 lakh rupees out of this deal. So one brand onboarding without doing anything, only giving us a reference. We did around 7 meetings with that brand. But my partner who sits out of the Pune has not done even a single meeting with that brand. We have all done for him, but he was only coordinating because we created a WhatsApp group. He was there in the group. That's it. So we have got 15 plus GST, and 15 plus GST would mean he has got 3 lakh rupees out of this. One. Second, when we have onboarded, we are starting selling franchises for that brand. Then he also sold one franchisee for that brand. Then he has again got a success fees for selling franchisee. Then it becomes BS amount. So our BS amount from the brand is 30% of his master franchise fees. And we sold 30 lakh rupees master franchisee, one of my IFC partner who is in Jaipur. He sold same brand, even it was in the second month only after brand onboarding. And we sold a master franchisee for Jaipur region, and he got 30% of 30 lakh rupees, which is 9 lakh. So we have got success fees onboarded by one IFC partner, franchisee sold by another IFC partner. So whosoever will sell will get the success fees. So another partner who is in Jaipur have got 9 lakh rupees as success fees to Franchise India, and he got 40% because he's also at a base level, is also new. He got 40% of 9 lakh. So that is his payout. Someone who have got onboarded has got for onboarding. If he sells, he will get this success fees again. So would mean this partner in Pune have got this onboarded with 15 plus GST in the second month itself, and he became our IFC elite member because he has crossed 15 plus GST revenue, and also have qualified my Malaysia contest, because in this contest we have 15 lakh rupees as a target. In 3 months, it's a quarter-based contest, which I am going to talk about next. So that's also qualified. So he has gone to Malaysia and have got 3 lakh rupees out of this. Plus investor has also paid some amount to other partner, got a deal done, master deal, and he has got success fees from both sides. So that's the beauty of this business. Brand on board, onboarding fees 20%, and it will remain in all categories same because it's only the reference, and leads will go up. So you'll get more leads, more CRM IDs. You can ask your team member, family, anybody to join you. So more CRM IDs would mean more leads to you. So this is how the structure is. That is a highly rewarding. Now there are 3 things what you get. One is the payout from Franchise India after doing the revenue, right? After doing these deals, and you get a revenue and you get payout from Franchise India. That can be calculated what we do in a month. So the business done in a month, it's a complete month closing. So next month, first week, you will get the payout for what you have done in the previous month. Like 1st December to 31st December, we had business closing. So first week before 7th, the payout will go to all our IFC partners. That's the structure. Second, all brands which we are working with, they have given cash incentives also for our IFC partners. So right now in the January month itself, we have 55 brands, and they have announced the cash incentive for our IFC partners that if you do a deal for my brand, there will be this much of cash incentive to you apart from what is earned from the Franchise India. So that cash incentive, there is no percentage sharing with Franchise India. It is a direct incentive for our IFC partners. Now this can be unit franchise. If you are selling a small set of franchise, it can be different. And if you are selling master franchise, it is even higher around 3 lakh rupees, 5 lakh rupees a deal also. And there are some cars also to win, which are from brand side also and from Franchise India side also. This is second. Third, we have a contest for every quarter. And these contests are 4 international contests in a year. And we also have next contest, which is again an international. Previous one was Vietnam, wherein my partners who have done 15 lakh rupees revenue in 3 months. In 3 months, as I said, Ashish, he has done in just the first month itself, and he is qualified for Vietnam. Now, Vietnam is a 4-day trip, all done by Franchise India, and he's enjoying. So likewise, next quarter also, we have 3 months, we have a 15 lakh rupees revenue, and there are some multiple options to qualify. There are point system also, a revenue system also. So whosoever will qualify will again go to some international destination wherein we have got a lot of recognition, awards, rewards as well for them. And that's how it is making you handsome and highly rewarding opportunity. Now, how you can become a partner? What all it takes to? There's a license fees of 4.5 lakh rupees only, which is only license fees to become Franchise India licensed business partner. Rest throughout, there's a 3 year of agreement, no investment on any part of it. Rest all is done by Franchise India, and you can see how rewarding it is. And if we see there's any partner who has joined us today is not looking for this or there is no fitment, our team will also help you to understand what is your requirement. If you are looking forward for maybe 30 lakh, 40 lakh rupees investment and in any of a category you want to go, and we will design it for you and we will create an opportunity for you, because we have got more than 1100 brands right now ready, available to sell their franchises. So we'll see the fitment. So we'll see the fitment and we will have a one-on-one meeting. So today, in the interest of time, actually it is 5 to 6, but we have a little more extended today. But we will reach out to you, and our team will also have one-on-one meeting with you, and we will discuss this completely. We'll give you complete understanding further. And if you really want to have further discussions, so we are available. You can reach out to us, and our team member will also reach out to you. And my number, you can also mention Sanjay, 7011998340. In any case you have any further understanding required, I'm also available. Rest our team members will arrange joint calls, because we also have to understand who is becoming our partner, whether it is a fit for you, and you have any question, we'll take that up, and then there will be 10 minutes introduction with our chairman, and then we will take this up further. So thank you so much for this. You have attended this webinar, you've been patient, a lot of members already there till now. So we will look forward for having a one-on-one meeting with you. I am in Bangalore on this Sunday. We have a show in Bangalore, 7th. So anyone who is there, please reach out. We can have a meeting there also. And our cluster head is also in Bangalore. We can set up a meeting. And you'll also see how kind of we are inviting brands, inviting investors, and also all my IFC partners right in Bangalore, and they will be part of that event, and all business will go to them. So I'm also traveling from Delhi and doing the business for them. So any partner who is arranging my meetings, so business will go to him or her. So we have a lot of women entrepreneurs also with us from Bangalore to any other city, Hyderabad and Chennai, every city, Delhi NCR. We have a lot of women entrepreneurs joined us as our IFC partners. And you can also have one-on-one meeting with any partner of ours in any of the city. Till then, thank you so much for joining in today, and we look forward for having more sessions with you, and any where we feel that yes, it is a good match, we'll take it up further. So thank you so much for joining in today. Thank you all team members also